What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm here in the historic core district of downtown at the former Hotel Cecil, which is one of the most notorious, haunted, cursed hotels in the world. Don't believe me? There have been more than 80 deaths, more than a dozen suicides, and 2 serial killers have stayed here while on their killing sprees. In addition, the last time the Black Dahlia was spotted, that's right, at the Hotel Cecil. Let's get into it. First, some quick background. The Hotel Cecil was built in 1924 for the then exorbitant sum of $2.5 million as a destination for business travelers and tourists. It boasted an opulent marble lobby with stained glass windows, potted palms, and an alabaster statuary. The first sign that something was amiss at the Cecil happened in 1927 when Percy Ormond Cook shot himself in the head in his room after failing to reconcile with his family. In 1939, Grace McGrove fell from a 9th-story window, though police were unable to tell if she fell, jumped, or was pushed. Later that same year, Navy officer Erwin Neblett was found dead in his room after also ingesting poison capsules. In 1944, Dorothy Purcell was sharing a room at the Cecil with her boyfriend, and unaware she was pregnant, went into labor, had a baby boy, and threw the boy out the window to his death. These incidents were so commonplace, the Cecil started to be known as hotel suicide or hotel murder. Though the Cecil was once a fashionable destination, one of the reasons for its demise was its proximity to Skid Row. At one point, more than 10,000 homeless people lived within a 4-mile radius of the hotel. The hotel rented itself out for short-term and long-term stays, so it was much like a hostel, and thus the Cecil had a reputation for being welcome to sex workers, people down on their luck, and criminals. In 1947, the nefariousness of the Cecil was ratcheted up further when, according to the LAPD, Elizabeth Short, dubbed the Black Dahlia, was last seen drinking at a bar at the Cecil before her body was discovered in a grisly murder. In 1964, a lady named Pigeon Goldie, who fed nearby pigeons, was found raped, stabbed, and beaten in her room. In 1985, the hotel was the residence of serial killer Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. Ramirez rented a room at the Cecil and engaged in most, if not all, of his killing spree while he stayed there. Another serial killer, Austrian Jack Unterweger, rented a room at the Cecil in 1991, perhaps to copy Ramirez, and while he was there, he strangled and killed at least 3 prostitutes. Finally, in 2011, the hotel rebranded as the Stay on Main. However, the hotel was the focus of attention in 2013 when Alicia Lamb was seen acting bizarrely in an elevator. Lamb disappeared shortly thereafter, and 19 days later, her naked, deceased body was found in a water cistern on the roof. Though the hotel is now operating under a different name, it's still the Hotel Cecil, and that harrowing, haunted legacy will continue to live on. All right, LA, it's been a minute.